Okay, so this weekend we are going to go see Quantumania. I'm really excited because I'm one of the few people who isn't tired of any of the Marvel properties. I'm still loving every TV show and every movie, and the Ant-Man movies in particular have been hilarious. But I think this one's going to have a much darker edge as it picks up the storyline with Kang that was established in Loki, and from what I've read, it's going to be the movie that pushes the overall story forward. I know a lot of people are complaining that they haven't been knowing where Marvel is going, and this is supposed to be it.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, they've already announced some certain movies, so I think it's Kang is the next.
He's the next
big bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that they set in motion some other things with some of their, end credit scenes and
I'm just
that
hoping.
sort of thing.
I'm hoping that none of the major players dies. Because they're setting up as if Ant-Man's going to make some big bad choice, and of course a crazy surprise would be to kill Wasp, and of course you've got original Ant-Man and original Wasp who are old as dirt floating out there, and and they're setting up all the young heroes. So
hold on, time out. Being old as dirt, though, how about is it Michelle Pfeiffer that's playing?
Yeah.
Still looking good for
oh
her
yeah, she's
age.
still sexy, no doubt.
Shoot.
And they're setting up Stature in this in this series to get her powers, her suit, da 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 da. So I hope that in the midst of all this, they don't feel like they have to kill someone.
Yeah, I think killing people is like not the answer.
You're right.
And I feel like killing people is not the answer because it literally is the sign of bad writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a 100. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm choosing not to watch it, because I don't want to see anybody get killed needlessly, fruitlessly
Right.
again.
Right.
I hate deaths that have absolute zero meaning, zero repercussions.
Not
zero-
necessary.
Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was just like, wow, why even put this paper?
Yeah, because like I'm not mad that Tony Stark is dead, but I am mad that Black Widow is dead. Like Scarlett Johansson should still be alive.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
I agree.
right. That's
So-
exactly right.
It would not surprise me if, like, Scott Lang goes out in a blaze of glory.
Right.
Like that, I'm not gonna say I'm totally expecting it, but if it happens, I will not be surprised.
Because
because they're
won't
getting
be
rid of
sad
the old
either, really,
guard.
but-
and-
they're getting rid of the old guard. Plus, he wasn't part of the originals,
Right.
and so he's been kind of like the comedic relief. And this will be a time for him to be the hero.
Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
Well, I just think they're setting us up for that, and I hope that they're not.
Yeah.
But one thing we know that is, at least what I'm suspecting, based on the trailers that we saw during the Super Bowl, is that in Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel like a couple of them are gonna die.
Yeah.
That trailer was just like, I'm sad, get ready.
Yeah.
Who's gonna, we know it's the
Yeah.
last of Gunn's movies for the
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well,
The
I
comic
think-
book traditionally has these major shifts in membership. So I'll be curious to see.
Yeah, that's true. I think with Quantumania, he doesn't have to die per se. I mean, instead of doing that like they did with Stark, there's how you come back from that. Although they do in the comics all the time, but I mean in the movies. But with Ant-Man, they could do a thing where he like shrinks uncontrollably even further into the quantum realm, and then he's just
Just
gone.
lost.
He's lost. So that if they wanted to later down the road,
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we've already seen that happen with the other with Janet's character.
Yep.
And things like that. And that was tragic and very heroic the way that all worked out. And so Kang is really up for doing anything to anyone. He really has no holds barred, really. I do want to say this though. Talking about Jonathan Majors and Kang and himself. We were talking about this a little bit before the show. There are different versions of Kang,
Right.
and there are lots of Kangs and lots of
Yep.
that. And so what just we only have with Thanos. We had 2 movies and a after credit scene where we saw him. Jonathan Majors has already played Kang one particular way at the end of Loki, which was ass, and this Quantumania, okay, which is where we're going to see the OG Kang. There are so many Kangs that he can play. Jonathan Majors is probably going to be in a lot more movies.
Yep.
So we're going to get to see more Kang. That's my theory. Than we ever saw of Thanos ever. Because Josh Brolin, they didn't actually get like an actual character actor for him until the last 2 Avengers movies. So Jonathan Majors is going to be. I mean, we're going to be seeing him alive.
And it doesn't necessarily have to even be him, because, as, for instance, like Young Avengers, if you ever read it, Iron Lad
Right.
is a young version of Kang. So it could even be, someone else playing the young version of Kang in Iron Lad if they do that. I don't know that I want him to be in Young Avengers, but I mean, they could even go that route.
Well,
To
as
weave
far as
them in
setting
even
up those
further.
young heroes, they've got a slew of them.
Oh yeah.
But then I read the other day that Marvel was not even planning on doing a Young Avengers. And I'm like, how can you not when you have completely put out all of these sidekicks?
So I don't buy that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't buy it.
Or they're going to call it something else.
Yeah, New Warriors.
Yeah, that's what I originally said the first time. I was like, well, I think they're just going to be the Avengers. I think they're just going to take everybody else's place.
That could be. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a hard time believing that they set all of these characters up only to not then use them.
Yeah. I really do wonder. There are rumors that Wiccan is going to be in the new magic show.
Chaos.
Um,
Agatha.
Agatha. Yeah. So we'll see.
He's
And
been cast, yeah.
Of course, we also have Scar. So it's not Hulkling, but it's Scar. So he's popped up at the end of She-Hulk. So
I've heard that they've cast someone for Hulkling though.
that'd be great because I love them together. That's a sweet story.
You know what would be amazing
What?
is if we got X-Men.
That would be.
Oh,
amazing.
period.
Just period.
Oh.
At all.
Now, I mean,
all.
they're rumored to come in what phase 6?
I don't know.
Aren't we still
In the
phase
before
4?
time.
No, phase.
In the long ago.
Quantumanium starts phase 5.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
they were
phase
supposed.
five.
X-Men was supposed to show up in phase 5
crap.
because I remember us saying,
Yeah,
you know, it would probably be like 2023, 2024 when we see X-Men.
Yeah.
And here we are, and we ain't heard a peep.
Well, I'm actually
That could be
glad for that.
intentional.
And here's the other thing. I want it to be a surprise. Even though I don't care about spoilers, I'm a little weary with so much news in advance. So I wouldn't mind a surprise for the X-Men.
But I mean, they're gonna fuck it up anyway. So you know, I'm kind of
Wow.
I'm kind of like 2 minds of it.
I don't think
It's
they
like,
are
come
because
on, let's do it already.
I think
and
the only
we're gonna
reason
fuck
that
it up.
I think the only reason the X-Men were bad before was because they were purely under Fox. I have faith that Marvel will do it right.
Well, the thing with Fox was that, listen to me, the thing with Fox was that they said you can only do superheroes one way,
Yeah.
and that was leather.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And Marvel has clearly shown that you can do superheroes however they need to be done.
Right.
Whether it's in the guise of a Monarch type like story with Black Panther, espionage story with like Captain America, and a good old fashioned World War II, rough 'em up story. Let's see, classic young adult adventure story with Spider-Man, even though that shouldn't have been that way. It should have been more of something else. But I'm not gonna. And then
You got the mysticism with Moon Knight.
there we go.
You got different storytelling with the that black and white one.
oh my
Werewolf
god!
by Night.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they are,
And then there was the Inhumans. I mean, that was fantastic.
but that was a TV, so we'll leave that alone.
Okay, first off, that was a joke. So I don't really believe that. You can breathe. You're
I was
like,
like-
oh my god.
I was like, how do I talk about things now?